Hey guys, it's Chris. So I know I'm a couple days late with this video, but I really wanted to talk about the earthquake that happened last year on March 11th in Japan and how it affected me. So if you were a subscriber on my old channel, you probably knew, or if you're my friend in real life, you probably knew that I was supposed to study abroad in Tokyo beginning in April of 2011 and go to like the beginning of August at Sophia University. It's a Jesuit university in Tokyo. And then the earthquake happened. I was off for a whole semester waiting to leave March 31st of 2011, and about 2 weeks before I was supposed to leave, the earthquake and the tsunami and the whole nuclear scare thing happened on March 11th, and I'm sure it changed a lot of people's lives, but it also changed mine. Going to Japan was and still is one of my biggest dreams and goals. It's something that I've always wanted to do, and I can't explain it. Japanese culture and language has always interested me and boggled my mind, and I wanted to find out more about it. And I'm an Asian studies major with a focus on, or supposedly with a focus on Japanese language and culture, and I was really looking forward to the trip, and then it got canceled because of the nuclear scare and the radiation was supposedly hitting Tokyo, so they canceled the whole trip, and honestly, it shattered my whole world. I'm sure it shattered a lot of Japanese people's worlds too, decimating their whole towns and killing their family. And but it devastated me too, because I put a lot of stuff into that trip. I wanted to escape from a lot of stuff. I was holding some personal problems in, and I thought running away and getting away for a while would solve those problems. I made a video about this in November on my old channel, but if it sounds familiar, too bad. Anyway, yeah, I had some personal problems and some self-esteem problems that I was looking forward to running away from. So yeah, and then when the trip got canceled, I was forced to face those problems, and that was scary. And I guess this video is relevant, being that most of my videos are about martial arts, because the first thing I thought about when I was sort of putting things back together and planning what to do next was I wanted to get back into martial arts, and specifically a Japanese style. And I looked into Kyokushin karate, or I had been looking into Kyokushin karate for a while prior to the cancellation, and thought it was really cool. So honestly, the reason I wanted to get back into martial arts was because I wanted to hit something. My whole world, it seemed like it was caving in, and I thought I was losing my mind. So before I hurt myself or hurt someone else in like a scuffle or some sort of rage that was building inside me, I knew that I wanted to get back into martial arts and hit pads and be in a controlled environment where I could just forget about everything. And you know, that was one of my main reasons for joining the dojo at first. And then, you know, as I kept going, my mindset changed. I was back in the groove of, you know, learning and releasing all of my emotion during karate class, and just leaving everything that was going on in the world or in my mind or with my friends outside of the dojo. As soon as I would bow in, my mind would be clear, and it's a wonderful experience. And I encourage you, if you don't do martial arts already, and hopefully you get the same feeling of release that I find, and of inner peace that I find when I train. So yeah. Also, I didn't like my school, no, university, college. I still don't like it. I'm still in the same college, and you know, part of the reason I wanted to go to Japan and run away from everything was to get away from that school for a while, and just figure things out and apply to different schools while I was in Japan. And when it got canceled, I was sort of forced to apply to all these places, and it was sort of too late in the year to apply for the fall, and I didn't get in anywhere. And it was disappointing. And I guess this whole video is about not giving up or being forced to keep fighting. I'm trying to keep fighting. I'm not a role model at all, and I don't want you to think I'm preaching to you, because I'm still trying to figure stuff out. I'm still in a university or in a place in my life where I don't know what to do, and it's awful. I feel like I'm waiting in purgatory, waiting for something to change so I can go to a new school and study the things I want, and but I'm just stuck in this place, and it's awful. So back to the keep fighting story. I don't know. The cancellation forced me to grow up. I had to deal with all these problems myself, with my school, and by myself. I honestly didn't feel like I could talk to anyone. Even my friends. I felt really alone, because no one really got what I was talking about. I had everything put into that trip, because I didn't want to talk. And I guess the conclusion to this whole thing is that if you really love something and you know what you want to do, or have an idea of what you want to do, go for it. Just keep fighting, man. Like, I'm still in that battle, dealing with my problems and all of that shit. And excuse my language if you care about cursing. I'm sorry. Yeah. Just do whatever it takes to achieve your goal and to do something you love. And if this helps anyone, great. But if this was sort of boring and you really want the history of the martial arts videos, I'm sorry. I just felt like I needed to share my story with you, and with as part of the sort of ongoing grievance groups dealing with the earthquake in Japan and around the world, because I suffered too. I'm being honest. Yeah, later.